Let's see which color bangles are selected for a bride for her wedding morning and at the wedding time. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. So obviously the golden yellow colored bangles, the bangle sellers have selected for the brides to wear on their wedding morning. So they say that these bangles which are shining like the cornfield in the sunlight are suitable for a bride for her bridal morning. They are to be worn by the bride in the morning of her wedding day. So here the poetess has compared the yellow colored bangles with the fields of corns which are shining in the sunlight. Some like the flame of her marriage fire. So the bangle sellers say that there are some bangles which are reddish yellow, which are suitable for a bride to be worn at her wedding time. They are like the flame of fire. So here we see the marriage fire symbolizes sacredness, assurance, promises for an everlasting bond of life. So these bangles also prove to be sacred in marriage. They reflect the same promise, hope, and assurance. Or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Hue means color. So there are some bangles which match to the color of the bride's heart's desire. Of course, these bangles are red in color. There are some red colored bangles which are suitable for the bride. Why? Because they match to their heart's desire. Of course, we assume the heart to be red in color. So these bangles are also red in color. So because as a bride is full of hopes, she has a lot of desire for her new life, which she is going to start in her husband's home. So these bright red colored bangles suit to a bride. See the last two lines of this third stanza. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. So the bangle sellers say that these bangles are tinkling, shining, tender and clear as the happiness and sorrow that a bride experiences. Tinkling means sounding like the bell, producing soothing sounds. The bangles are tinkling. They are shining, luminous. They are delicate, tender, and they are clear, like the bridal laughter. So we know that all these characteristics are possessed by a bride too. So the second thing which we have to notice is the bridal laughter and bridal tear. This indicates that on the wedding day, a bride has mixed emotions. She is happy as well as sad. Happy because she is going to start a new life in her husband's house. She is in joyful mood. She has a lot of desires and dreams. At the same moment, she is sad because she is going to leave her childhood home. She is going to separate from her parents. So here this third stanza is also very rich in figure of speech, of simile, alliteration, and one more figure of speech which you have to notice is onomatopoeia, that is sounding word. The tinkling and the bridal laughter, these two places, the poetess has used the figure of speech of onomatopoeia. Last stanza. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway. So the Bangle sellers tell that they have brought some purple and gold flecked grey colored bangles for middle aged women. Those women who have carried their duties as a mother, as a wife successfully. Gold flecked grey means sprinkling of gold color on grey color bangles. Here the grey color symbolizes maturity and the purple color symbolizes authority, power. So now the woman, that bride has now attained maturity. She is now the in charge of her household. Therefore, now she requires some sober colored bangles to decorate her wrist. Thus, these colored bangles are suitable for a middle aged woman. See the third line. Whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast. As a mother, she has cherished, loved, blessed, and raised up her children very well. Here, fair sons and faithful breast signify that she remained loyal and faithful to her husband and family. She has been sincere in fulfilling her duties, in serving her household. So, a woman who has successfully performed a number of tasks, being a wife and a mother, now she is in a position to see the fruits of her dedication to her family. See this line? And serves her household in fruitful pride. That means she remained faithful to her husband and family. Therefore, she is filled with pride. She has attained contentment when she is watching the fruits of her hard work and worships the gods at her husband's side. That means she sits at her husband's side while worshipping. She has also performed the religious rituals of her family by sitting side by side of her husband. So this all indicate that she has been a perfect homemaker. So therefore, these purple and grey colored bangles are perfect for a middle-aged woman. So students, we can see that through this poem, the poetess has glorified the perfect Indian womanhood and spiritual and symbolic importance of bangles in a traditional Indian setup. The rhyme scheme is A, B, B, and C, C. So I hope you have understood the poem.